Some huge news dropped today from Valve. They released a video going over some new things they'll be dropping in early next year. And the one huge thing I wanted to highlight today was the brand new console they'll be releasing next year. That's right, a new console from Valve next year, early next year, I should say, which is crazy to think because we never expected them to really drop their own hardware in the console space. But before I get too far ahead of myself, there were a few other things they announced in that video, like this controller here, which is pretty cool. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of those two touchpads on the front of it, but to be honest, I think it could do without them. But either way, it looks like a nice controller nonetheless, and they also showed a new VR headset, which looks pretty cool as well, even though I'll be the first to admit I'm not a huge VR guy, but this headset definitely would be a go-to, especially since you can hook up a normal controller with this headset, which I think is pretty cool. But that's not what I really wanted to talk about. That was just some of the little minor things that they dropped. No. What I wanted to talk about was the new Steam Machine. So that's apparently what it's called, the Steam Machine. This is the new console from Valve. Looks incredible. It's a nice little box that looks pretty simplistic in its design, but it's very futuristic as well. And you can also customize that little LED light on the bottom, which I think is amazing. Well, it looks very small, very small, and way smaller than the other consoles out there. And they claim it to be 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. They say they are targeting 4K 60 FPS, but I'll have to see how many games can actually hit those marks. I'm personally more interested to see if they have a setting or if it hits 1080p and 120 FPS. If you give me something like that, I'll be really interested in this device. It definitely seems like this is a very good console to enter the market. But I just wonder, well, what it will be priced at and how the storage thing will work. Will you have to buy a console that has 1 terabyte in it? Can you buy an extender or like a different type of hard drive to put into it? Those are questions that I have, and hopefully they will be answered before this thing drops early next year. But the real reason I'm hyped about this console is because, well, this will work exactly like a Steam Deck with all its features, including desktop mode. And if you have a Steam Deck already, you know why I'm so hyped that it has these features, because that means you'll be able to have emulators on this Steam machine. It looks like not only will your Steam library will be on there, but it looks like you'll be able to emulate any game you want on this console, which is huge for any person that primarily plays on console. Because let me tell you, that those Steam Deck emulators, oh my god, if you get one of them, it is crazy. You can literally get any emulator on the Steam Deck. So if this console is supposed to be 6 times as powerful as a Steam Deck, I can only imagine how these emulation games would run and how some of these PS4 and Xbox 360 emulators will run on this console. Honestly, to me, I think that feature alone will blow away any new console coming out, because how can you compete with that? Honestly, how can you compete with that? If this console has really great performance and it can emulate any old game you want for free, yeah, I doubt anything that Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo will put out. Yeah, it's a wrap for them, because there's no way they can compete with this, especially if this drops before any new next-gen console comes out. Once again, Valve is looking to set the mark and push this console space further than it's ever gone before. And the one reason why I'm really glazing Valve is just simple. They're for the gamers. They know what we want, and they know how to just speak our language. Because now, this is the thing. I'll be paying close attention to it instead of any new console that Sony and Microsoft is trying to push out on us. this right now is at the forefront, because I can guarantee you that this will not even compare to any next gen consoles, and it would definitely not give you what Valve is offering if any next gen consoles are gonna go the way they're gonna go. Yeah, it looks like the Steam machine will blow all this competition out of the water completely. And I mean, I heard of Serendipity before, but this is just crazy. And this announcement came out of nowhere to me. Maybe some of you knew about it. I don't know. To me, this just popped up on my feed, and I just had to share about it because it's like, dude, I'm actually excited now to see what this console will be. Like, I really want to know like how this console will run. I want to know what the price is going to be, what exactly is going to be included in this, like how the storage is going to work, like I said before. But most importantly, yeah, just let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. That is all I have to say today. And just want to say thank you to all my subs and praise Gabe Newell. All right, that's it for me. Peace.